I just hit the jackpot. The question is, which one am I going to play first?
Hey.
Hey gang, we're back again. But this time, I'm answering all of the questions that you sent in to me. So I have to find my phone where the questions are. Would you guys ever consider going or doing a video on Kennywood Park? Of course, because it has my name in the title of the park, Kennywood. Dan and I have talked about Kennywood before. We've talked about a couple of other parks around him. Dorney Park. There's no fun theme parks by me other than Six Flags. There is Enchanted Forest, which I've covered before in this vlog, but some of it has been restored in another little family petting zoo area, which they're closed right now for the season. They don't open until April, but that could be a place. I got into it sort of by accident. I wanted to be a comic book artist when I was a small child, but then figured I wasn't very good at art. Then it slowly evolved into, well, I really like movies. Maybe I could do something in movies, and started making short films with my friends. And, slowly but surely, I kind of wound up in this weird little YouTube-y documentary weird area. So while I'm doing all of this, I'm gonna cut to various adventures that I'm having, so you can enjoy those adventures. I found some interesting areas we could make future videos on, or are making current videos on right now. What is this mural that you're gonna watch? Like, here's me doing something right here. A lot of fun. It's like some giant mural outside of this shop here. It's closed, but you can bet I am coming back to this place. I can kind of peek. What is this place? What is inside here? I gotta come back. If you could vlog anywhere in the universe, where would you go? It's too much for me to comprehend. If I could go any place in the world right now, maybe Japan. Are they okay with people vlogging in Japan? I feel like Japan's no, don't do that here. It just pretty much goes on forever. Favorite video game? Final Fantasy VII. I still have the original Final Fantasy VII video game, the original 3 discs. I still have the first print of those. Is it you or Dan that loves Twin Peaks? It's me. What's your favorite ride of all time in the Disney parks? You know what it is. It's People Mover. It's legitimately my favorite ride. I'm not even joshing about that. I also like Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, It's a Small World, Country Bears, Spaceship Earth. I like the boring rides. I like the slower, boring, dull rides. If it's dull and slow, that's what I'm all about. Having conquered the People Mover, what other attraction would you ride for an entire day? I can't tell you just yet, but trust me, it's going to be a good one. And in fact, we're working on it very soon. We're going to make a big video on it for Dan's main channel. And it's not just a ride, it's a whole experience. How did you and Dan meet? Dan and I met through Rob Plays. I was making a documentary on Disney YouTubers. I wanted to cover and kind of talk about the intricate, weird world of Disney YouTubers. First, I met Rob. Then Rob introduced me to Dan. Then Dan and I, started making videos together, became buds, started making other videos together. The rest is history. We rode People Mover 50 times. You said that the chocolate Twizzler was the worst food ever, but are they really? Yes, they really are. How dare you? Compared to the hot honey corn dogs at Hershey Park, well, those are also really bad. But I would take those. I'd take the corn dog things over the devil Twizzlers. I did save a lot of those Twizzlers, and I will be sharing it with my friends because they also deserve to suffer. Question for Kenny. How old is Rivers, and how long have you had him? We think he is between 7 and 8. We got him when maybe he was between 3 and 4. We're not entirely sure. He had a very rough upbringing, we think. He was found in an abandoned house. He was only 40 pounds. He was very skinny. He had a little bit of like mange, so he's losing a little bit of his hair. And now he's up to 80 pounds. And he's very spoiled, as you can tell. For Rivers, in this video, I see you have a lot of toys, as you should because you're the best boy. Which one is your favorite? Which one's your favorite toy? Huh? If you or Dan ever drive to Florida again, we are, very soon, in March, detour to North or South Carolina and you'll see all those jumbled churches everywhere. My question is, do you think a Tesla is worth the money? Sort of. They've gone down a little bit in price just like recently, as in like a couple days ago. And then there's these big tax incentives, which are definitely worth it. Tesla is a bit overpriced in my opinion, but they do have the best charging infrastructure, meaning you can drive all over the country. There's superchargers. It's very easy to charge this car, and it's very fast and efficient. Driving to Florida really only tacked on an extra maybe 90 minutes or so overall charging. And that was even when we were kind of moving slow. Like we probably could have moved faster and really only tacked on an extra 60 minutes to the total trip, which is insane to think about. Oh, we're back.
Motion sensor activated. Boot sequence initiated. Boot sequence complete. Initiating scan of surrounding area. Commencing briefing. Hello, human.
Oh my God.
I like the other one better. But for her shoulder, that one's better. She comes in wearing a first sole. Like an illusion pop.
Everyone's gonna get one of these. So like, I can't think of anything better. Hi, can I help you?
Oh, sorry. I went into that Doodle Hatch place. They had like a little art thing for kids going on, and it's $10 to get in. I'm gonna go back another time. We're gonna fully explore what's in there. I'm trying to think of any other flying characters or flying jokes we could say in there. Iron Man? Iron Man hasn't really flown anywhere, right?
No, but I would actually like to make a video, separate video, the 10 characters I want to fly at Disneyland. Because Iron Man would be on the top of that list.
Yeah, that would be.
Because it's, he can fly. We can have the character in Disneyland, you know what I mean? With 2 new characters in Disneyland's latest fireworks show, including the one and only flying...
Let's keep these questions rolling. Let's keep this vlog rolling. What are the origins of this strange Hershey Park obsession? It's kind of an ironic thing. Like, we needed a park. We needed a theme park that was close to us. We picked Hershey Park, but then we ended up really liking it. And then it's not as, like, ironic anymore. It's like an honest love affair. And did somebody make add a question in here about that the Hershey chocolate has, like, lead in it? Is that real? Am I putting lead in my body right now? I'm putting all kinds of dangerous chemicals in my body. Let's be honest. I drink Mountain Dew. Typical Kenny Johnson. Find the free charger. Kenny Johnson. We're about to do something amazing. So, I may have discovered something amazing in this supermarket that nobody would ever expect. I just hit the jackpot. The question is, which one am I going to play first?
Hey.
I can't believe this is at the back of some mom's organic supermarket. Yet here we are. Which one am I going to play first today? Star Wars? Jurassic Park? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking.
Leave now, and I will spare you.
What hobby you've always wanted to try, and can you try it for the vlog? Skydiving. Yes. So Dan is Disney Dan. That's his Disney themed nickname, but you're Kenny, just Kenny. So what Disney themed nickname do you want? Well, if Dan is the Disney Dan, then I am like the iWorks. So I could be like Kenny iWorks. Because he was really the brains behind the brawn. Why did your car honk at you?
My car just beeped.
Doesn't your car honk at you? Or is that am I the only one that gets that? I'm 34 and still haven't had a chance to make it to either Disney parks. As an adult who has never gone, what do you think are the best things I should do when I visit? Maybe a cool idea for either you or Dan for the next time you go to Disney. Your top things to do for first-time guests. Oh, that's a good one. So my biggest overall take is don't try to do everything. There's so much, and it's kind of expensive, and it's kind of crazy. So take your time, enjoy the little things, You know, try to do the big rides if you can, but don't kick yourself if you haven't. I still haven't done one of the Smuggler's Run. I haven't done that. And it took me almost like 4 years to ride Flight of Passage because it was just so busy and I could never really time it. So it's like, I'll get to it eventually. And it doesn't like, don't have a fear of missing out. Just take your time, enjoy, ride the dumb. Well, they're not dumb. Ride the slower, more boring rides. People Mover, Carousel of Progress, Haunted Mansion for sure. Try to ride like the classic rides to appreciate things. And as you go, and the more that you go, you'll begin to figure out what are the cool things that you do and you want to do. If you ever called upon to intentionally sabotage the bonds of friendship forged for 50 rides on the People Mover, how would you do it? Very simple. I would destroy the People Mover. I would make Disney World like Disneyland and have no People Mover. Out of the Hershey Twizzlers featured here, what has been the most memorable, good or bad, candy or treat that you have eaten lately? At Hershey, I'm going to say these amazing Reese's covered animal crackers. They were very good. They are very good. I still have like 2 or 3 packs of those things left. As well as the Halloween ice cream sorbet thing that I got in the rain when the guy was nailing things into his face. I really, really liked that a lot. It was so good. I wish I could have eaten more of it or enjoyed it a little bit more other than sitting in the pouring rain. The guy nailing stuff into his face was a bonus for me. I didn't mind that at all. What are your favorite comics that you're reading right now? I really enjoy Thor. Always, I've been collecting Amazing Spider-Man for like almost 25 years. I really love Jason Aaron's Avengers run right now. It is wacky. It's about almost done. I'm getting into some old Daredevil, like 2015 old Daredevil comics, written by Charles Soule, I think, and mostly Marvel stuff. I don't read as much DC stuff monthly. I will go and read like big books on DC, but mostly Marvel stuff monthly. What are some of Kenny and Dan's guilty pleasure films? One of my guilty pleasure films is Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone. RoboCop. I don't think that's a guilty pleasure film. That's just a good film, period. Question. What do you do for work outside of the vlogs? I make videos for Dan and make videos for IMDb, social videos, mainly just internet videos. My writing partner and I, Brandon Hardesty, make a web series called No Small Parts for IMDb. That makes up a bulk of my income, as well as videos for Dan. So Dan gives me money. Favorite Muppet and favorite Muppet movie for me. I'm going to say Gonzo was top tier at one point. Now I think it's more of Fozzie and Sam the Eagle. Question, waffles or pancakes? Okay, if I need something quick, I'm going to go waffles. Okay? Just a quick Eggo. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. If I want to sit down and enjoy a good breakfast and really just melt into the couch and or chair for the rest of the day, I'm going pancakes. I live in the Netherlands. Have you ever been to Europe? No. If not, what would be the first place you would visit? The Netherlands. All right, well, I think I got all the questions. We'll ask Dan some more questions when we see him next, which will be soon. This may be my new favorite place of all time. I could probably spend the entire day here. I'm gonna have to keep coming back here. I don't need a new theme park. I just need more quarters.